Hey guys, what's going on? It's Nick, and I was really planning on doing a commentary about matchmaking and what I wanted to see in the future going forward. But then all of a sudden, Epic decided to release Execution and the map and the title update tomorrow instead of Tuesday. So definitely gonna talk about that instead today, and we'll save that for another video. But that said, this is a ranked domination on streets, running the Retro Lancer and Frag Grenade, I believe, in this game. Rock and tie with the. Actually, I don't think I'm wearing an armor skin. If I am, it might be big game. But anyway, let's jump into what's going on here. So basically, as pretty much everyone knows, there had been a plan to release Execution and the map Haven. And another map, Capital, which I believe is an Overon map. No one seems to know for sure, but I'm just going to say that Capital is an Overon map. And this was supposed to come out on Tuesday, so we were going to get, and this is a free DLC, so everyone should, and probably must download this. But anyway, this was supposed to come Tuesday, Execution, Haven, and Capital, but now it's coming tomorrow. I'm very excited about this. So now, instead of right after the spring break ending and everyone going back to school, then we get the DLC. Instead, nah, we're gonna get the DLC for the last, for the last bit of spring break, and everyone's gonna get a chance to spend some time on it. So that's good. That said, let me jump into what's going on with this title update. A lot of these things I didn't even know were issues. But let me take a look here. We got it. Okay, it says the first DLC pack and title update for Judgment is dropping a few days early tomorrow, Friday night, March 29th. In fact, the pack includes multiplayer map Haven, fan favorite mode Execution. They're going to have a special playlist for Haven and Execution, which will feature double XP for a limited time. VIP pass holders will receive 3-time XP for within that playlist for a limited time. So there you go. Again, some extra XP for VIP pass holders. Glad to hear that. And it's important. You must download the DLC pack directly from the dashboard or add it to your queue via Xbox.com. The download prompting you to download the pack in game is not functioning properly. So that's interesting. But that so that sounds all good. But let's get into the details of this title update. What we got here? Various dedicated server improvements. I think they put stuff like that to make everyone feel a little more comfortable about it. That's pretty general. We don't really know what that means. Hopefully, that just means connections will improve for people in those people in those areas who don't instead of thinking it's a conspiracy and Epic's matching them up with foreign players, and the reality is it's actually because no one in your area plays Gears. So instead of playing against no one, they have to expand the matchmaking. But hopefully that'll improve that. Let's see. Players no longer get stuck in the main menu background after playing 3 random matches. That happened to my brother a couple times. We could not figure out what was going on with that. He did post it on the forums, and they said they were looking at it, so clearly they were not lying. Locusts no longer spawn at the second E-hole on the first wave of Island. I have never encountered that. I played a good bit over on the first couple days the game was out. I never saw it happen, but apparently it was happening and they fixed it, so that's good. That sounds. I don't even. What would happen if that happened? I don't even understand. Like, would we just start attacking the second E-hole? I don't know. Whatever. Players will no longer get stuck inside of a boom shield that has been planted by an enemy player. That's another one I did not know that was happening, but I'm glad to know it'll never happen to me. At least not this version of the glitch. So glad to see that's going, I guess. Players will no longer be able to look down the scope with a Markso while holding a meat shield. That's probably for the best. I know they have that with the boom shield. You can't zoom in with it. You got to keep those shields a little more balanced, especially now that the meat shields and the boom shield you can carry primary weapons. So, people are already like freaking out about it. So that's probably for the best. If a Locust destroys an objective at the same time the timer runs out and overrun using Mercy rules, the match will not end early. Well, I guess that makes sense. It would be the same time, so I guess you would play the other side to see what happens. I'm not sure why that would have ever happened, but whatever. Fix for exclamation points not disappearing after viewing an unlocked character. That's just annoying. I mean, I don't know why they have to have these exclamation points. All people want to do is clear them out. If you know you unlock something, cool. Like, why you got to put this annoying thing here that I don't want to see? Next, we got while holding a meat shield, you will only need to tap B to melee. How else did you melee with a meat shield? I don't know. I ran through the campaign one time. I didn't pick up a lot of meat shields. Maybe someone can explain to me what exactly that means. But I thought that's how you always meleeed while holding a meat shield. I don't know. Whatever. The meat shield will now drop if you switch to the snub. Didn't it always? I don't know. I guess that's good. I thought that always happened also. I thought it always dropped if you switched weapons. I didn't know you could switch weapons and hold on to a meat shield. I don't know. Maybe I should have ran meat shields in campaign a little more. Apparently I was missing out. Anyway, the meat shield. The spray and pray ribbon can now be earned in the first round. I assume that applies to execution. Like maybe they threw that in so you could, instead of only getting that one person per match, now every round of execution someone can pick that up. If the boom shield is disabled in weapon swap, you will no longer see the icon in TACCOM. Okay, so that's that's something I haven't encountered, but that would be stupid. To those people who want to swap out the boom shield and to still see it on the map would be kind of counterproductive, I guess. I mean, glad to see that something, all these things I haven't come across are getting fixed. But we got a few more here. You will now earn the Team Savior ribbon for reviving 3 individual teammates in a single life. Okay, so I'm going to have to assume that probably had some other type of use, maybe in the campaign, or maybe it was like throwing stim grenades in multiplayer. I'm not really sure, but that's a pretty smart improvement. Not really much to say on that. Players can no longer chainsaw another player while holding the boom shield. I didn't know that could happen. That's pretty stupid. I'm glad to see that's not going to be around. I'm not a hater of the boom shield. I don't really think anything is that overpowered in this game. I'm going to talk about stim a little more in depth in the future. And how my feelings on that, but other than that, I don't see anything being too much of an issue, including the boom shield and including the scorcher. So, but that said, being able to chainsaw while holding the boom shield, pretty stupid. Glad to see that's not going to happen anymore. Improvements to the Hammer of Dawn targeting. Thanks. We've been waiting for that since Gears 1. I know you have like the same issues with the Hammer of Dawn that I have in every game. It just like randomly decides to not drop. Sometimes it won't target some areas. Just I don't know. I mean, if they actually get it down, great. I'm not holding my breath. And you will now see XP tallies between matches. I assume that means quick match maybe or something. I don't know. I mean, I thought that already happened, but whatever. If I'm missing something, glad to see that that's also getting fixed. So there you go. We have. We have a whole title update coming out tomorrow. We got the DLC, a new game mode coming tomorrow, and early. Epic gets so much hate, and here they are just dropping a DLC, an update, early, a free nonetheless, earlier than advertised. Like you can't beat that. Tomorrow we're all gonna be playing Execution. It's gonna be fantastic. We're gonna have a great time. So hopefully people will calm down a little bit. I know there are some complaints out there, and there are some issues in the game, no doubt. Melee, stim gas. These are things being discussed. To be honest with you, I'm not putting the Scorcher or Boom Shield in the conversation of what's overpowered. I think that's insane. The Scorcher was kind of like useless for 2 games, and the only reason people pick it up now, because it's really not any different than it was in Gears 3. Go back and play Gears 3 and get an active Scorcher. You fucking down kids all day. All right? The thing is now, there's no downing. You've cut out the middleman, so you've now turned this into a very effective weapon. But you cannot convince me, not for a second, that it's any better than any of the other power weapons. You're going to tell me that you'd rather have a Scorcher than a Boom Shot? Hell no. Hell no. Not a chance. All right? Honestly, I'd rather have a Long Shot than a Scorcher. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I'm having a lot of success with the Long Shot in this game. But you're going to sit there and tell me the Scorcher is overpowered? Nah. Not buying it. You're talking about a shotgun ranged power weapon. You have power weapons at every other range. You got sniper rifles, explosive launchers that go undercover, launchers that go around cover. I mean, you have everything in this game, and you want to shut down the flamethrower? Why? Yeah, I don't understand it. Like, You want to go after an overpowered power weapon, go after the boom shot. You know, the way I look at it is all the power weapons are pretty balanced. They're all around the same level, except the boom shot. The boom shot's like off in the stratosphere. It's like, you know, everyone's at one level. The boom shot's on a whole other level. And I don't know. I don't get the argument. It's just like people in the Gears community I don't understand so many of like the things people say. Like they just don't think about consequences. They just assume they're always right about everything. They think their opinion represents everyone's opinion. That's my favorite. I was on the forums before. This guy's like, yeah, I went to a LAN event once, so I'm just gonna post what everybody in the competitive community wants. It's just like, dude, right? I went to one LAN. You know, like, I don't tell everyone I'm the master of competitive gaming. I don't try to act like I know everything. And the worst part about it is I used to be friends with this guy. And it's just like, you know, what are you doing? You know, I get the meleeing. I get a lot of things. But, I mean, yeah, I want to see people give Epic some credit for doing this. You know, everyone wants to jump on every little bad thing they don't like about Judgment. And that's fine. You know, it's everyone's right. But do the right thing here. Give them some credit, because this is pretty cool what's going on here. It was nice enough that they were going to give us Execution back for free. You know, you guys, so many people out there think Epic owes us this, owes us that. Epic doesn't owe us anything, all right? That's the truth. You don't have to like it, but that's the truth. Especially when you already bought the freaking game. You want to sit there, oh, I paid $60, Epic owes me an explanation. You don't owe you shit. All right? Especially you people on the forums. You all seen what was coming with this game. You all knew ahead of time. I argued with almost all of you. All right? Now you're complaining about things you already knew. That just needs to stop. All right? Stop blaming this developer, that developer, whatever. We need more maturity in this community if we want to get things going. All right? You know, people are putting out content. That's great. You know, I'm getting back into it. You know, not that I'm really anybody, but it doesn't matter. It's just good to see people are doing it. Well, let's be smart about this. Let's make the best of what we got. If you don't like the game, then I'm sorry. Move on. But, yeah, I was really excited about the DLC, really excited about the update. Can't wait to play tomorrow. And I hope to run into some of you guys out there on Execution tomorrow. I'll see you guys later. Peace.